It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks.
Set to kick off.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Huntley. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
49-yard line.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon.
On the carry.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw on second down. Huntley, left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that'll set him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's complete left side to Shepard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
Field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time to J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. For a big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
To Zach Moss.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Well, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Huntley. It's going to be caught. And all-around touchdown, Seattle. Curtis Samuel, 33 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
To the air on second down, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked on by Julian Blackman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
49-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10, Huntley dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off-play action. Huntley. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Dolphins.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it'll be 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
And the
Allen now on first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Following the fumble recovery, Huntley. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
For Randall Cobb.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
To throw again, Huntley. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. 20, 10.
I need to get my swag right there.
Bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 23, Dolphins nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So timing up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, past the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Moss, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game. And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two. And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
On the coverage.
Throwing again. Huntley winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up a third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Harris to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way. Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Rodgers now on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Rodgers. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there on the screen pass. 63 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
Mike, check, 59.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Seahawks 30, Dolphins 19.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to number
T. Higgins. 76 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
30. Dolphins 27. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
For a Seahawks.
Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Huntley buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's trying. He's trying.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Amy Janovich taking it in. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news that he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback taken down.
Jason Strobridge showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
21-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Huntley. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The quarterback taken
Alex
down.
Highsmith providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down. It's Moss. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll go again here with Moss. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
By Josh Norman.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down, Dolphins.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Rudolph. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Is actually going to throw it here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Lead to T. Higgins.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Seattle Seahawks.
19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Dancing to his left. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Thank you.